Hello and welcome to today's video. Not going to be too long, but I just wanted to continue with this old XJ40 ECU. So since we tested the capacitors, I have purchased some replacements because at least a few of them were registering very high ESR values, and I think at least one wasn't in really great shape at all. So I've just gone ahead and replaced all of them, or purchased replacements for all of them. So what I've also done whilst away is I've put them onto the board, as you can see. So they are ready to go. And I've purchased ones which are of either the same value, or in the case of these ones, I think instead of 10 volts I've got 16 volts, 470 microfarads, so as close as possible to the correct values. Now if you look at the board itself, you'll see the positive side has a little, not sure if you can see that, but the positive side has got a little plus symbol with a little line on the edge of the square. In some cases, in this case, it's just got a little plus symbol there. So the positive side of these capacitors is the side that has the colour on it. So in this case it's black, some cases it can be red, for example, like this one here. So it depends on the capacitor supplier that you have gone for. I mean, these old Philips ones are red. These new ones that I've got happen to be black. You'll also notice actually these Philips 10 volt 470 microfarad caps are a lot larger than the new 16 volt 470 microfarad caps. So yeah, there's a bit of progress for you in the size of capacitors that we now have. One thing of note is this is a double-sided circuit board, so that means there are tracks on both sides. So we need to make sure that any solder we put on is hot enough to penetrate through to the other side. So for that I've turned the iron up a little bit hotter than I normally would, so that we can get particularly good level of melt, if that's even a phrase, on the solder itself, and hopefully get it through to the other side with minimal fuss. So let's do this one first. Not sure if that's hot enough yet. Oh, might be. Yep. There we go. And this one. There we go. This one. There we go. And this one. And there we go. So that's those. I've got this one over here. There we go, and this one here. Need to be a little bit careful because there is a couple of tracks there, so you don't want it bridging tracks. There we go. And no more on that board. we've got 1, 2 on this board, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. There we go. There we go. Sorry, excuse the dog. No, he's barking. He continues to bark. Quiet now. Doggy! Doggy! Hopefully that'll stop him. Probably won't. No, it doesn't. So if it starts doing this, that's usually because there might be a bit of dirt on there. So the best thing to do in that circumstance is to remove any dirt on there using a bit of isopropyl. Usually will do it. I need to clean that up as well, because that is horrific. It's also, I think, because these boards are varnished, so you need to try and get rid of some of that varnish. Isopropyl, probably a good one. Which is weird, because I have actually wiped over this area before starting. So probably need to do it a little bit more, but I've done it enough that it seems to be working. This is the concern. So we can either use a solder sucker to just try and get rid of that gently, or you can get some of that copper stuff that you sort of put the solder on and it soaks into it. So let's just try this first. That seems to have worked. Might have actually taken something with it actually. So I need to resolder those. And I think the rest of it I can tidy up easily enough. Need to blob a little bit of solder onto that patch here that I accidentally removed. There we go. And that gently get rid of, like so. There we are. So just remove. There we are. And I think the rest of that I could probably wipe down with some isopropyl, and that will solve that particular problem. Now, the next concern is, has it penetrated to the other side? And in some cases, yes. Yes. No, no, and yes. So on these larger ones, what I'll probably do is just blob a little bit onto the other side as well. So some of them have, the majority have, it's just this larger one has not, or these larger pair rather. Okay, that's not very good. That's better. There we go. Go on. There we go. There we go. Yep. Actually, I think that side has actually gone through on both sides, so that's okay. It's just those two that needed touching up. So they look to be fine. That one is fine. That one is kind of fine. I think if I probably do just melting those down a little more so that they stay more within there. That's better. Do the same with this one as well. There we go, and there we go. So that's now more within sort of the boundaries of the circuit itself. There we are. So let's have a look at the other side after doing that. And we look okay, so I just need to bring these up, like so, and chop them off for removal. There we go. Right, they're ready to be removed, which I will do. Let's see if I've got some snips close by. And yeah, here we go. So I think I've got some snips, which will do the job. So there's that one. There's one. And there's the other one. There we go. Another one. Actually, I've just noticed this one is very close to this one. So let's just check that they're not interfering with each other. If they're on the same circuit, then or on the same track, then that's fine. If they're not, then they should absolutely not be touching. So that's how problems begin and things explode. Actually looking at it, I think they're okay. Yeah, because this little one joins into this larger track, and that one is on that little track there, so I think that's fine. There's that one. Oops. This one. I think we're nearly there. There we go. So final thing I'll do, once I've given this a check over and put a cut in between any points where tracks should not be touching, is apply a bit of suitable varnish just to seal it all in place. Following that, the next thing will be to hook it up to the car, see if it makes the blindest bit of difference whatsoever. That is going to be probably the next challenge. Anyway, for the moment though, that concludes today's video. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.